What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here. Welcome back to my Jules Bianchi season. This is the Japanese Grand Prix, so we have 5 races to go, including this one. And at this time of the year, you want to have a very exciting drivers battle in the standings, but yeah, we kind of don't have that. We're too far behind Raikkonen to challenge. We're too far ahead of the likes of Jensen Button, so the main battle is at the top of the standings between the two Mercedes, and in the constructors, us against the McLarens, which should be an interesting battle. But it's not going to stop me from having exciting races, so I can guarantee all these races will be awesome. Loads of action, and it's going to start here at the Suzuka circuit, and in qualifying, of all places, for it to be fitting to Jules, we actually take the lead in qualifying for a couple of seconds. That was a great feeling, and I noticed it straight away, but obviously things got worse during the lap because our car's in the best, but it's not too bad. Even though the car's a bit out of shape going through that chicane, we could be close to the top 10, if not inside of it, depending on the run to the line where we get to end up. I think it's P12 by the looks of things, which would be a fantastic result for Jules. And yes, it is P12, just behind Sergio Perez. In terms of the top of the standings, Rosberg gets the better of Hamilton this time, as the championship leader only just beats the Brit there. And yeah, it's a bit of 2x2 once again. This has happened too often this season. I really don't like to see that, because then it makes it clear which cars are better than the others. But yeah, not too bad. We've outqualified Verne there and Kevin Magnussen in our rival team, the McLarens. So race day, nice and dry. I thought about primes as a possibility to go for a strategy just like the last race in Singapore, but no, I think it's definitely an option start that we need to make up as many positions as we can. So 5 lights, and away we go. I've finally taken a breath there. And we're about to get taken by the Toro Rosso, yes, and no one else by the looks of things, so it's not too bad. We lost one position, but we're going to gain that straight back up the inside of Verne, and now we don't really have anywhere to go with Perez side by side with Button making contact just like they did in their McLaren days, but we clearly are quicker than Perez through this section. There's just absolutely nowhere to go. I'm actually pushing him through this section, and yeah, just looking for the opportunity, trying to take different lines to try and go for a switchback or something, but there really is nowhere to go. Around the outside of Dunlop's not going to work at all, so that's actually one of the only corners I know the name of, so that's why I included it. This is usually an opportunity on the first lap for a move, but nothing there. Hairpin as well, but I think we're probably a bit too far back. As the AI brake pretty early. Actually, he's left space up the inside of Perez, and oh god, the car's sliding so badly. Oh, the car feels horrific in that hairpin, but somehow we made the overtake stick, and we're up to 11th, so let's try and catch up to our rival Jensen and get into the top 10, get some points after our no scoring performance in Singapore. And it looks like this car's getting held up ahead. They're battling quite hard, and we're going up the inside of Jensen into the chicane, and I think we've got the move done. Yes, we have, up into P10. He's made contact. What? Where did he come from there? He's made contact with us, and I think he's spun it, and there's a bit of a group behind us. Let's have a look at this replay. This isn't the greatest of replays, but yeah, you can see Button does spin. Let's stay on board with him. We get stuck behind the force engine. We come flying up the inside. Clean move. No, that is definitely Button's fault, and he gets ploughed as well by the force engine. You can see here, he is definitely behind us and just goes into the side of us. Where is the overtake going to come from, Jensen? What is he thinking? He should have just backed up or skipped the chicane, because he was never going to make that move stick. I don't think I should have given him room there either, because I definitely had the position and the advantage on the track. So up to 10th. We've lost a bit of time to Hülkenberg and Raikkonen just ahead of us, but hopefully we can close in with some decent pace. And yeah, I was thinking of going for a similar strategy of stretching out the options, because I'm pretty sure they can stretch out a little bit. And you might have just noticed that Vettel has retired in his Red Bull, so we're up to P9 now. We've got a great shot of points, and we're looking for 2 more by overtaking Hülkenberg, and we do close in a little bit. But at the end of lap 5, I was told to pit, but I decided not to. I'm going to try and go for the undercut, because I know the primes aren't great around here. So Hülkenberg's in. A few other cars are in the pits as well, so we're up to P5. I'm pretty sure the cars ahead of us will pit on the next lap, and that's probably what I'm going to do. I think these tyres, I think 6 laps is enough for them, and then hopefully we'll get the undercut on the Force India, but if not, we'll put the Hülkenberg The Hulk under pressure. What am I saying, the Hulkenberg? So we're coming into the box. Can we have a good start? I wouldn't mind holding up a car or two, but Raikkonen gets out just ahead. So I think at the moment we should be battling Hulkenberg for the rest of this race for 8th position, because Raikkonen was ahead of Hulkenberg, and I think he's probably a little bit too quick for us. Decent stop there, 2.4. Where is Hulkenberg on the mini-map? This could be close, actually. Can we jump him? Oh, I think the pit lane's a bit too long. And there Hulkenberg goes. He gets past us, but it's pretty close. We've gained a little bit of time. So there should be a battle on soon, unless we get a good run. No, we're within a second, which is good enough for my liking. So that strategy has worked, and we have 1 lap fresher tyres. So we eventually get DRS on the next lap. So this should allow us to close in. And I think one car hasn't pitted. I think there's a Toro Rosso ahead of Hulkenberg. Yes, it is. And I think it was Kvyat as well. So we're right on the back of Hulkenberg now, putting him under pressure. We have the better pace initially on these prime tyres. And let's try and use them alternate lines to try and get past the Force India, like we tried on Perez at the start. But obviously on the first lap, it's going to be a lot more difficult. But let's see if we can get anything here. Hulkenberg's a little bit slow. We're trying to go for a switchback. Can we get a decent run into Degner? Actually, Degner, I know the name of that corner. Into Degner 1. This is going to be risky. I thought about it, but he cut me off. Luckily, he did, because otherwise I'd have gone off the inside and he probably would have ended up in the gravel. Can we go for anything into this hairpin? I think we're probably a little bit too far back. Yes, we are. So we're going to have to wait a little bit later on. But we really are putting the pressure on Hulkenberg, and we really should get past him. So out of Spoon, wow. Actually, I know quite a few corner names around here. What am I saying? I know like 3 or 4. So we've got to run on Hulkenberg into 130R. Yeah, actually, that comment earlier on about me not knowing corner names around here. I need to shut up about this and concentrate on the race. So we've gained a position up to 9th. We've overtaken Hulkenberg. He did go a little bit wide, so he's lost a bit of time. Kvyat's in the pits, so hopefully we get DRS off him. And we don't. Thanks a lot, Toro Rosso. But that puts us up into 8th place. We've got a plus a second lead over Hulkenberg. But on the penultimate lap, he actually started closing in on me. So yeah, we could have a battle on this final lap if we're not too careful. So coming through the chicane pretty cleanly. But Hulkenberg, I can see in my mirrors all the way that he's getting ready to pounce. I think he might have DRS down here. Not completely sure. It's going to be close. What's the gap to Hulkenberg? 0.6 seconds, so he'll definitely have DRS, and he's using it to close in, but I don't think he'll have enough pace to get us into turn 1, unless we make a mistake, which is very easy to do. But no, we do it pretty cleanly, but we've got to watch out. Probably in the second half of the lap where he should close in, and there we go. Exit a Spoon corner. Where is Hulkenberg in the mirrors? He looks quite far back, but we've got a little bit of rich mix to use before we finish this race, and he is actually closing in. We've got to watch out. I don't think he'll go for a move here. And I don't think he will into the chicane. I think it's going to be the exit of the chicane to the line. We don't make any mistakes. Very clean, very nice. So let's see if he gets a decent exit out of the final corner. He'll actually get DRS for a little bit. We've got to watch out for that. Watching, looking backwards, and we've just taken 8th place. Great battle there with Hulkenberg. But luckily for us, we kept him at bay to take 4 points. So that's been a pretty decent race. Rosberg actually held the lead from Hamilton. So he'll extend his small lead over him in the driver's standings. And yeah, we were quite far behind Raikkonen. But I suppose 36 seconds off the eventual race winner is not too bad in Marussia. But yeah, we just beat Hulkenberg, Perez. And McLaren didn't score any points. Button, we did make contact. I say we, he crashed into us and had to make an extra pit stop, so no points for McLaren there. In the driver's standings, yeah, we're miles ahead of Jensen, miles behind Kimi, so I'd be amazed if we didn't finish 9th, but the gap at the top's 20 points. So yeah, that should be intriguing. I am going to go for Rosberg in this. I've got a feeling he's going to win it, and he's usually stronger in these career modes for some reason, unlike real life. As we scroll down the rest of the point scorers, in the Constructors, that's the battle. That's the main battle. 5 points ahead of McLaren. So we're aiming for that 5th place. So if you've enjoyed the race, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see the rest of the season, and I'll catch you next time out. Goodbye.